Hello, my name is Thomas Shimazu. I'm a recent graduate from SUNY Albany. I majored in communications with a concentration in advertising. And in regards to a career path and industry I'm interested in, it's going to be focused around the subset of marketing. I'm looking for an entry-level marketing and communications specialist job. The reason why I'm looking for a position in marketing and communications is I really pride myself at having a unique ability to communicate a wide array of topics and messages, both verbally, visually, and via writing through physical written copy. So an ideal position for me would ideally be a people-centric position, utilizing the communicative skills I have picked up working with a wide array of people, and then being able to translate those insights into marketing collateral such as digital and print media and written copy for social media. A main aspect of my work that I saw had a profound impact or domino effect, I should say, on an organization or a group of people that I had previously worked with extensively in the past would definitely be my skills in aligning generative AI platforms and use cases to various departmental needs in specific companies I have touched in the past. So what I mean by that is that the space of AI is a fast-changing space. To a lot of people, it's ambiguous, and that in turn can be scary to a lot of people. And what I pride myself on doing is having a very well-rounded understanding of generative AI startup platforms, being able to understand the organization as a whole, how the internal departments collaborate and communicate with each other, and then thus kind of reduce that ambiguity, moving organizations closer to an autonomous future. So if I had to pick one skill that would set me apart from the competition, it would be my overall communicative ability, specifically in conjunction to in-person interpersonal communication and then digital communications online. I feel that communication and marketing as a field or as a subject is very multifaceted and layered. So I think that there's various communication styles that vary based on whether if you're in person or whether you're engaging with a target audience, a client online. And thus I pride myself at being able to effectively communicate concepts, messages, even feelings and emotions, both via a digital lens through actual digital media and materials, while also conveying a sense of increased personalization through in-person interactions. A fun fact that often surprises people when I first meet them is that I'm a huge fisherman. In particular, I love fly fishing. And believe it or not, I actually think that's impacted my professional career choice as well. I find the sport of fishing to be very hope-centric. You can go out a lot of times and not be guaranteed to catch anything or ultimately lose all your gear, but it's that 1% chance that you might witness or catch something incredible that keeps you going out regardless of the outcome. So the sport of fishing has definitely impacted not only my professional career route, but also how I approach life. I think it's good to go up as many avenues as possible and try out new things. What really motivates me to get started in the morning is to bring back a sense of cohesion to the social climate, in particular for my generation, which is Gen Z. In recent years, the social climate for young people has become increasingly fractured due to various instances that have been happening on social media that have been kind of muddying the waters and the overall communicative climate. So my passion over the last several years has actually been hoping to engender/foster more real-time interpersonal interactions face-to-face, rather than engaging with pixels on a screen on a largely impersonal, messy social media platform. I feel like that provides a sense of personalization and a sense of humanity that oftentimes is lost or can be lost in the sea of social media today. Well, what I love about marketing and communications is how people-centric it is. Ultimately, I think that marketing and communications is totally based on human interaction, communication, and then thus kind of building a message, compiling various elements that in turn creates a message or a meaning which influences how a person feels, thinks, and ultimately perceives information. So it's about understanding the real human that I'm talking to or interacting with, and then thus being able to isolate and identify certain values or value propositions that they want to get out or find that I can thus that I can thus extract and then showcase to the world. So what led me to pursue a career path in marketing and communications was learning about how impactful marketing and communications can be in regards to forming a message. I think messaging nowadays, in particular, especially in conjunction with AI, can be a little bit impersonal and a little bit antiseptic at times. It lacks a human touch and overall personalization that would thus, in turn, get a more in-depth and authentic answer out of whoever you're interacting with. So being able to influence the communicative aspect of marketing and being able to tailor message and really personalize them, not just create them to increase revenue or generate more sales and from a more numerical standpoint for the future, but really being able to understand our target crowd and thus being able to extract the most value out of that relationship rather than detract value out of that relationship. The one accomplishment I'm most proud of from a personal and also a professional lens was my quick acting in regards to formulating a public relations and marketing plan for a former employer I worked at called High and Mighty Therapeutic Writing Center. This organization was highly based around therapy services, primarily for the disabled and veterans. And thus, during this time I was working there, coming up with fast acting plans with a quick turnaround time to really help bolster and get the most out of people that really were in need was a big need or value proposition for the company at the time. So what I'm most proud of for that role is talking to a wide array of veterans and people with disabilities to understand how they felt about not just our current services, but the industry of therapeutic writing in general, to thus then cater a plan to them that wasn't just me from an organizational perspective forming a plan based off more impersonal figures such as industry data. I wanted them to feel like they had a hands-on approach about crafting this plan around them instead of having a less personal approach about someone interviewing them and then taking essentially their work and then formulating a plan or a mitigation structure around it. And I feel like this helped showcase that they are capable, that they can do and execute plans by themselves. And not only that, they're magnetic to a cause that they fought so hard to be represented in. So it's that people-centric nature. It's really giving the power and control and insights back to the community or given target crowd, I guess, that I'm working with. A personal motto that I live by pretty much on a daily basis actually is to break the cycle of cyclical communication. This is not an easy thing to do, especially for me. There's a lot of chaos going on in the world right now, which makes it hard to really see people for who they really are. And an example of that is I think people see personas rather than seeing people nowadays, and a lot of that is reinforced by these new changes in the communicative climate. So to me, breaking the cycle of cyclical communication means interacting with new people, taking in new insights, not stifling any information or knowledge that might be different from your own. And that, to me, has led me up various avenues that I never would have found if I hadn't gotten out of my comfort zone from a social and communicative perspective. So the best piece of advice I've ever received is by far the quote, "Get outside of your social silo." I think this is very relevant, especially today, and I also think it's impacted my overall results as a marketer and a communicator so far professionally. I think getting outside of one's social silo exposes you to new perspectives, new insights, and then thus as a marketer, you can blend more convincing and more compelling messages, having met and having understood a different social crowd that you previously have not or would not have interacted with in the past. And this, to me, has opened up a vast amount of doorways professionally and personally through professional relationships, some of which have turned into personal friendships and vice versa. So to reiterate, it would be to get out of your social silo, and then ultimately, walls have doors. Thank you very much for watching my interview. My name is Thomas Shimazu. I am a recent graduate of SUNY Albany, majoring in communications with a concentration in advertising, and I'm looking for an entry-level marketing or communications specialist job to leverage my interpersonal and communicative skills. You can find more about me on the ACRN's website, where you'll find my LinkedIn and resume. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my interview, and I hope to connect soon in the future.